You all are welcome on my YouTube channel, my online classroom. And today in this video, I am going to provide you the flowchart of class 10th, Civics chapter 7, Outcomes of Democracy. So let's understand the whole chapter and the main content with the help of these headings and with the help of this flowchart. As you can see here in this flowchart, I have mentioned all the important headings. So first of all, it is the main important heading of this chapter. It is democracy is better than dictatorship or other forms of government. So what is the reason behind of that? And from also this heading, some questions are coming in the exam for 5 marks. So first of all, it is the democracy promotes equality among citizens. Even it enhances the dignity of the individual. Also improves the quality of decision making. Next, also provides methods to resolve conflicts. Even it also allows room to correct mistakes. So these are the main points under this democracy, why democracy is better than dictatorship or other forms of government. Next, move to the assessment of democracy's outcomes. That what are the result, what kind of result you want from your democracy. So it is going to be categorized into 3 types, as you can see here. First of all, political outcomes. From your democracy, you want some political outcomes. Second, economic outcomes. Third, social outcomes. So under these political outcomes, of course, you want an accountable government. You want responsive government as well as a legitimate government. Come to the economic outcomes. Here you want that economic growth and development of the country and individuals also. Next, reduction of inequality and poverty you want. Next, come to the social outcomes. So you want from your democracy that accommodation of social diversity and dignity and freedom of the citizens. Next, move to the next heading. So it is with the same, like you can see the political outcomes already I explained. So now see accountable government. So first of all, it is very important that your government should be answerable whenever the public they are going to ask the questions. So government should be ready to give the answer. The different departments where the different ministers they are sitting, they have to be give the answer, they cannot deny it. Next, it is responsive government. Of course, you want a responsive government. By winning the election, any political parties they are going to form their government, and by that they are holding different positions in department. So of course they are responsible. That's why you have chosen them. Next, come to the legitimate government. So you want a government which is being follow all the rules and regulation of the election commission, and by that in a fair manner they will win the election, and by that they will. Now today they are in the post, they are ruling the government. Come to the economic outcomes. So here of course you want economic growth of the country as well as the individuals, because when the individuals they will be on their economy, on their livelihood and able to fulfill their basic requirements. So of course it shows that the country is also developing, and it's also showing the development growth of the country. Next, come to the economic development. So of course in the country when GDP is very good, all the people they were working, and the capital, the human are going to become a human capital. So it's also helpful for the economic development of the country. It's also require reduction in inequality of poverty. Next, move to the social outcomes. So here accommodation of social diversity, it is very important. And next, it is like the dignity and freedom of the citizens by the fundamental rights, how the people they are getting the citizen of the country. So by that also day by day the people, the citizen of this country, they are getting their dignity and freedom by the different kinds of the fundamental rights. So it is very important. Even next, to move to the 2 ways to achieve accommodative outcomes. So how we are going to get the accommodative outcomes? So it is like in democracy, majority always needs to work with the minority, and governments represent the general view. Even democracy remains, even the democracy, if you are going to say, so it remains democracy only as long as every citizen has a chance of being in majority at some point of time. So these are the main headings of this chapter. And see, again I am going to explain the accommodation of social diversity. So here democracies ensure a peaceful and harmonious life to citizens. Even democracy usually develops a procedure to conduct a competition which reduces the possibility of social tension when it's going to become explosive or violent. Even democracy evolves new mechanism to negotiate, to discuss. Democratic regimes have the ability to handle social differences, divisions and conflicts through the provision of accommodation, reservation and special privileges. So these are the important headings of this chapter, and I hope with the help of this flowchart you can easily understand the whole chapter. So thank you everyone, and please like, share, subscribe this channel for more updates.